Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg, and with me is Josh and Josh. Say hi, fellas.
Hi.
Hey, hi, fellas.
Come on.
They don't
We
know.
practiced that before we came in.
right.
Yeah.
It probably took about a half hour of us rehearsing that. It
Hey,
did go
It
good.
was awesome.
I failed.
Yeah. So, we're back at it's 5 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. Hey, join us live, won't you? Wednesday nights. You could comment and do all that fun stuff with us.
Leave
and,
comments. We want feedback.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see you in the chat room too on there.
Josh and Greg both have new haircuts, so you could.
Yeah,
Leave
check us
feedback.
out. Check
Yeah.
out the video on
We're pretty
YouTube.
sexy. Pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hey, what have you guys been up to this week?
Not much, really. We
Josh,
stayed home this
Well, that's the end of that segment.
I've had this on the agenda for a couple weeks. You were working on a tabletop refinish,
Yeah.
right? How's that going?
I haven't done anything with it this week. So my grandpa owned a bakery on Main Street for 30 years, and when he owned the bakery, he got his workbench that he needed dough on and stuff from a local bowling alley. And that was in the bakery until he closed the bakery. And when he closed the bakery, he went to his garage. And it was his workbench in his garage at his house. And my grandma died last year, about a year ago. And my grandpa, we had to move him to a nursing home now. So they're starting to clean out the stuff in their house. And I was able to lay claim to the workbench. And we sanded it down. My dad and I sanded it down, tried to get all the stains out of it a couple weekends ago. The plan is to refinish the top of it and put some really cool legs on it and make it my kitchen table.
I think that sounds like a really awesome project.
Yeah.
And so how old is it?
Well, he owned the bakery for 30 years. He closed the bakery in, I think, 85. So, I mean, that table
Wow.
is, I mean, you're talking probably close to 60 years old, right?
Wow.
Well,
That's cool.
You did something like that. You refinished some wood for your table in your kitchen, didn't you?
No, mine was just purchased off of
Home
Depot. I mean, no, his is really cool. Mine
that's-
was just 2x8s.
It's an old bowling alley, so it's like a solid wood. It's just over 3 foot wide and almost 8 foot long.
Wow.
That damn thing has to weigh 300 pounds. I mean,
Holy
it is
cow.
freaking heavy. So the guy that works with me, he has all these really cool like welding tools and plasma cutters, all this really cool stuff. He's going to make me some really neat legs out of tubular steel to go on each end of it, and then when we move it in, we'll post pictures and stuff. It's
Yeah.
going to be really cool.
That sounds really cool.
Quite a bit of family history on it.
Right. Yeah. That's neat. How about you, Greg?
Hey, well, you and I, we went with our
Who you pointing at, Greg?
Josh. I can only point at Josh.
This Josh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Thanks for excluding me.
and that's where I get to take a shot of whiskey. You say because
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah!
Yeah.
Yes! Where's the whiskey? There's a bottle of Crown Royal over there. I know there is because I had a shot a couple weeks ago. Get that? Yes.
apparently I say anyway a lot.
Yep.
But
That's two.
anyway,
Yeah.
That's 2 shots.
Okay.
I'm
We-
going to get it since you're talking about something you
All
didn't
right.
invite me to.
okay.
We went to we went to Mellow Mushroom with your wife and my fiance. This was they're new to St. Louis. They're kind of a chain, and they're in a. I've seen them a few places like in Tennessee and Florida, but this is the first time we tried them, and I don't know. What do you think?
I thought it was a really cool experience, and it looked like it was really crowded whenever we got there, but we found a place to park and it was a really neat atmosphere. They had a huge like backyard. It felt like a backyard, really.
Yeah, and so it was a fenced-in like grassy area, but they had like a outdoor bar, tables, bocce ball courts.
Yeah, couches and like coffee tables and everything you would expect to see in someone's backyard. To me, it really felt like someone's backyard.
You're crazy, man. That's not a shot glass.
That's
Josh is
that's 2
pouring
shots, 'cause
a
you
shot of
said
Crown.
Anyway twice. Are you done
Greg-
talking about the event that you excluded me from?
No,
I'll just say I thought I had a really good time. I thought it was a really cool restaurant. Anybody should check it out.
Was the pizza good?
pizza was awesome.
Pizza
Was
was really good, and don't be scared if there's a crowd. It would be my advice because I'm
I
sure
hate
it's
crowds.
it's going to be crowded for a while, I would assume, but the place is so big, and the outside part, if you go out there and just kind of wander around, you're not going to feel like you're waiting. And they told us it was going to be, about an hour wait?
And they said, put in your order for pizza now. It takes about 40 minutes. It took maybe 15.
Yeah, and we got a they had those big public what do they call those? The big tables, the community tables. And we were able to. They had a bunch of those by the bar that you were able to sit at if you wanted. It wasn't like a, I hate whenever you go to like any of the steakhouses and it's like an hour wait and there's nowhere to go. There's like nowhere. They have nothing.
I won't wait an hour for food.
No,
I don't care what the restaurant is. I'm not waiting.
Yeah, and it makes me so crabby, and I don't even enjoy the night.
Well, this place, they also had a really, really good beer selection. They had tons of beer on tap. Probably, what'd you say, about 30 or so beers on tap? 30?
Yeah,
maybe
they had
even
a lot
more.
of beers on tap as well as bottles.
Problem is we kept asking. We'd be like, "Oh, I want to try this." The waitress, she'd go off. She'd come back. "Oh, we're out of that." And then, okay, how about this one? It happened literally like 6 times.
Oh yeah, at least 6 times.
They were out of either a bottle or something on tap, and
But I mean, that's okay.
it happens. But
there was probably a bunch of guys like us showing up that they didn't expect.
yeah.
So would you rank the pizza better, as good as Papo's?
I like this had a really awesome crust.
Really?
I think it's one of the best crust I ever had.
It was like whole grain wheat bread.
Yeah, it was really
food.
good.
Yeah, gluten free.
Gluten free.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it was really good. It was really good.
I've heard their salads are good too.
Well, we didn't hit.
Yeah, we didn't bother with that.
Yeah.
Not that I eat salads,
Yeah.
but I've heard people say their salads are really good. So you need to drink that. It's not going to drink itself.
All right, so
I
I'll
really have to drink this.
Yes.
I'll give you guys
I
a
can't drink this.
couple of updates on.
Go pick something else to drink then. You said anyway twice.
Okay, let's
Man,
hear what
he's hardcore.
I know. Let's hear what this guy has to say.
The only way to have it's going to be broken.
So 2 updates that I have. We had the hop weigh-in last week.
Oh yeah, what's the weight?
It was 2.65, 2 ounces, 2.6 ounces, and so that's a pretty healthy weight for one vine that's only 2 years old. It filled up what is that, the
gallon?
the big gallon size Ziploc bag, and I'm hoping, so it's in the freezer now. I'm hoping that we will get together and brew in the
If
very
I'm
near
invited.
future.
Yes, you're
This guy.
invited.
This guy's got his feelings
whatever.
hurt.
Well, actually, didn't we invite him to
Mellow Mushroom?
harvest the hops? And he's like, "Oh, I'm busy
No,
going
I
to."
believe
he
he said,
didn't answer.
I'm going to Josh's
Going
to
out
harvest.
to
There
eat.
wasn't a, hey, Josh, do you want to go?
I said, hey, you guys want to come over and help me? Either of you guys want to help me this weekend harvest? And Greg was the taker.
Yeah. Well,
Silence.
No comment.
no.
So the other update that I have, if you remember, I think it was episode 2, was the when I was talking about the gerbils and my son.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the gerbils were going at it.
Yeah, they were
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
maybe
right.
pregnant.
And by going at it, I mean they were
Doing it.
So episode 2, we're on episode 6 now, right? And that was 4 weeks ago.
Right.
And I had said that it was just a day or two before. So we looked it up, and the gestation period is supposed to be like 19 days or something, if I remember right, 20 days. And so Greg took that shot, and he's feeling it.
There's a double.
So my wife has been paranoid and freaked out ever since. But then as we approached that date and past that date, she's like, "Oh," and she was looking at the what we assumed to be the girl the whole time, and she's like, "She's not getting any bigger." And so today, I walk upstairs, and my son is at the table eating his cereal, and he looks over at me with this big, huge smile on his face, and he normally looks like a zombie in the morning. And he looks over at me and says, "Ellie had babies."
Oh no,
man.
Yeah, because you told me the other day. You said, "Oh, it looks like she's not pregnant. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's not any bigger."
He says, "There's 3 of them in there." I'm like, "Oh my God."
So you're going to sell them?
I don't know. So I walk in, and he's like, "You want to go see?" Sure. So I go in there and look. I count 4.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Eli's not very good at counting.
Yeah. Well, no, I think she was. They may have still been coming out.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe.
So
There's 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, have you been home? You haven't been
No,
home yet, have you?
no. So yeah, so now Lori is freaking out. She's like, "We can't keep all these things." The funny thing is, Eli, like, I go back out to the kitchen. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna keep them all, Dad." I mean, like, so serious face. He's like, "I'll buy another cage if I have to."
Oh my gosh.
I mean, these things can populate or reproduce, I should say, every 30 days.
Oh my
man.
God.
So once they reach adulthood, which is probably only like 4 months or something, I don't know, they're able to reproduce every.
So how
30 days.
big is a baby gerbil?
It was actually bigger than I thought, which is surprising because the female didn't look like she was getting any bigger. But these things are like at least an inch long, inch and a
Wow.
half long, and they're like thick. I mean, but they just look like a little pink, fleshy, nothing to them. But man,
Can
it's like.
can you gender identify them? Like, could
Oh,
you
I doubt
separate
it.
males and females?
You mean like as a baby?
No, once they're like on their way to maturity, could
I don't know.
let him get another cage, but
Right.
separate them by
Boys and
gender.
girls.
Yeah,
I
right.
know. We're gonna have to do that. See, I don't know if you can do that until they're like really, really mature. And by that time, they're like,
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah, because the lady at the pet store when we bought them, she couldn't tell if they were boy
Wow.
and girl. And the funny thing is about these two, the two adults, is they're so close to each other. I mean, even when we bought them, she's like, "Oh, they're like the best of friends." Well, obviously they're lovers,
Well, sure.
but they
They were locked in a cage together.
Well,
they had no
sure.
choice.
Makes
but
me think
it-
muskrat
Their options
love.
were limited.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I've never seen another set of pets or anything be that close to each other. They were like they hang around with each other and they're always like laying on each other and all
Huh.
that kind of snuggling.
they're
You
lovers.
call it snuggling.
Yeah, well,
That's code in your house.
no, I've only seen the action one time, and I'm
So-
sure I'll see it again in about 30 days.
Are you are you gonna keep them together, or what's your?
I don't know what we're gonna
I'd
do.
be separating the male and female now. You're two
Yeah.
good ones.
But oh gosh, he is so bonded to these things. You would think that he's like, I'm their father. He's so silly. But he does a great job taking care of them. Every Tuesday, he cleans out their cage. He dumps out all the poop
Sawdust, yeah.
stuff. Yeah, and then the poop and everything. He cleans it out. And he vacuums up everything. He does a really good job taking care of them.
Huh.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. I'll give you updates later as we progress.
I mean, you could turn it into an enterprise faction. Say, hey, you could make some money.
Start
at this.
selling them.
I
and
asked
sell
him.
'em.
I told him. I said, "Are you
need
gonna
a
start
breeder's
breeding?"
license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." But I don't. I don't know that there's really. I mean, is there that much of a calling for something that's able to reproduce every 30
Yeah,
daes?
it's not a
I'd
rare
talk-
pet.
I'd
It's-
talk to the pet shop lady.
Well, she initially said that he would. The owner would buy him back, but I don't. It's not like I'm gonna be able to go in there with 4 of them every 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my $20?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean that'd be great, but so anyway.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of wanted to get a, I'm totally shifting gears here. I wanted to get a discussion on cord cutting because I think all three of us actually have. Well, I don't know about you.
I've gone back and forth like 2 times.
Yeah, you've gone back and forth, but we're fully in. We've both cut out our cable or satellite, and we're just on all internet services and over the air and stuff like that. Really, well, what do you have at home? How do you?
Who are you pointing at?
So this is JE.
I'm pointing at JE.
So currently I have just YouTube. Well, I have a Chromecast and I have a Roku. Chromecast is on one TV, Roku's downstairs, and then I have Sling TV, and I have that's a $20 package, and then Netflix that's now $7.99.
$9.99.
It's $9.99 now.
Okay, and then the Sling's $20. So I guess I'm paying about $30 right now. And honestly, I'll let you go ahead and say what you have.
You have the Channel Master also.
Oh yeah,
the-
over the air upstairs. We have a Channel Master which has a DVR, and that gets all kinds of over the air stuff as well as you can watch Sling through that and YouTube, and I think it has some other
It's
apps
probably
built
got
in.
Netflix in there too.
And it has a whole bunch of like internet television.
Right. What do you have at home?
Three Chromecasts at our house.
3 of them. Wow.
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs, and our bedroom. And then if you count our place at the lake, there's a Chromecast down there as well. I've gone back and forth between PlayStation Vue, Sling. I mean, you name it. I've tried the online streaming service. The thing that got me back to paid cable television was I was going to be paying the exact same with PlayStation Vue for a Charter TV service and having every channel that I wanted.
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah.
To me, it's you remove the frustration factor of needing to use a mobile device to use PlayStation Vue or Sling to change your channels, and all of that's back to a remote and the TV.
Right.
So is that $30 through Charter an introductory rate? Or?
No, that's for a year, and then I mean,
okay.
it's
That's 30, and then your whatever it
internet's
costs
another-
your internet.
Internet's so my total bill was $98 or $94.
Okay, $60 or so.
Yeah.
for
So if
internet.
I canceled my TV service, my internet service was still going to be $63. So I wasn't
going to come out ahead.
right,
So
Something just changed.
what happened?
what
I
happened?
don't know. Oh, I thought his voice sounded different. No?
Going
Not to
through
you
the
guys?
change.
Going through manhood.
Yeah.
So I'll say what I have. I mean, I think I've been the cord cutter the longest.
Yeah, you got me into it.
Yeah. But at this current time, I have a TiVo over-the-air box, which most of my, the network channels I get through there. Here in the St. Louis area, you can get pretty much anything over the air pretty easily. So I can record everything from that. You also have through that you have Hulu, Netflix, Vudu. You've got all those different apps and everything. No, don't. I did not say the word. I did not say the word.
You're right. No.
So, but I just started with.
He's trying really
I know, he's
hard
concentrating. We
not
can-
to say anyway.
We can tell.
So I did. I don't like the name of it, PlayStation Vue. I think they should just go with Vue TV or
Yeah,
something like
I
that,
agree.
or Sony Vue. It makes no sense in name because they're probably losing a lot of customer base just by naming it PlayStation Vue. People are thinking, "Hey, I guess I need a PlayStation for this,"
Right.
but
Right.
you don't.
No, you don't.
And I was using Sling for a while. Sling, the biggest issue I have with that is over at Chromecast, it's pretty much useless.
And even the Fire Stick was useless because that's what I was using. Oh, I have a Fire Stick too. It buffered constantly and got hitchy and yeah.
And I'll say that so on my two devices, the Channel Master and the Roku especially, the guide and the functionality of Sling is just awesome. It's
Really?
it's perfect. It's really nice. It's not quite as good over Channel Master, but I have no problems with. I mean, it's always in pure HD.
Cool.
It's really good.
And really for us, our biggest, we're all three of us are Cardinal fans, and that's sports is one
Not
of the.
this year.
Oh, okay.
I won't go out of my way to watch a game.
Well, I'm just gonna say, but that is something that up until recently, it was kind of hard to get your sports packages. Now Fox Sports, which airs pretty much all of the Cardinal games, is available on Sling, on PlayStation Vue, and so it's readily available, to anyone who doesn't have a cable or satellite subscription. And
I liked, out of PlayStation Vue and Sling, I liked PlayStation Vue, the interface, the experience, much better than I liked Sling.
I found that I'm paying for the Slim package, which I think is $35. It's got a few more channels than Sling. I like watching Nick at Night. I like probably all those shows are on Netflix, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's something it's something that I enjoy watching. I like that it's got Discovery. That's one thing Sling doesn't have, but I found it better than Sling too. But I think Sling really they started this trend of having an internet cable service, and I think they did a good job. I think we haven't heard. I mean, they keep adding. Now they have a a blue and orange package.
I haven't been following them.
Yeah, and they add so many channels. So
I'll just say though that so whenever I first became a cord cutter, I think I was with, I don't even know now, Dish or DirecTV, and the rates just got so high. It was up to, I think, like $90. It was just crazy, like $90 or something like that to have that sports package, like you said. And I quit, like, basically cold turkey. I think we got a Netflix package off the bat with a Chromecast that we had at the time, and I really didn't miss Cardinal games too much. And I thought to myself, if I'm that $90, I could probably I could take my family to go see a live Cardinal game once a month. Yeah. So I didn't really miss it too much. I definitely was disconnected from the team, which really wasn't a bad thing. I mean, it really didn't matter. And then last year, or I guess it was this year, when I got Sling, I started watching games a little more. But then I found I'm just wasting like 3 hours. You know, I mean, the Cardinals have sucked this year. I mean, honestly,
they're actually in a wild card
hunt,
though.
I know, but I mean, it hasn't been that entertaining. And I haven't really been following them too much. So now the only thing that we're really watching is HGTV. And then I just noticed on Netflix that like almost all those shows, and we're always watching them in reruns because they're always showing like the big blocks, and they're on Netflix. So really, I don't even know that we need Sling, and even though you can watch it, I think on 5 devices at once or something like that.
Yeah.
We only watch it on the one at a time. The kids don't even know they can.
Netflix is 2 unless you have the family, the family. Then it's 3 or more or something.
Yeah, and we must have just whatever is the minimum.
The standard.
See, to me though, if you're willing, unless you're willing to cut back all the way like you are to more or less just Netflix, that
Right.
$10 fee a month. If you only have one television that you're watching it on, and I mean really, we all do. It's hard to justify not paying Charter $30 a month for TV service.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
To me, it's extremely hard not to do that.
Yeah. So I mean,
you're going to pay that $30 no matter what.
My biggest thing about Sling and PlayStation Vue, as opposed to Charter, I can get on Sling's website, PlayStation Vue's website, hit cancel. I don't have to go on. Call up, have someone go, we could give you some rate and blah, blah, blah. No, I could just go on cancel and say all of a sudden there's a show I want to watch. I could go back on for a month, pay the whatever it is, and then cancel again and come back, keep coming and going. And you don't have that real option with cable, at least not easily.
Right, they lock you in for that 12 months.
Right.
Actually, I mean, I can cancel Charter whenever I want.
Really?
They no longer have contracts.
Oh, well, that's good. So all of the other options, it's really kind of created this environment that you can pick and choose, and it's caused those companies to be more flexible with that type of thing.
Well, it's
I don't know where the DirecTV and Dish Network stand any longer. They were, I guess the last time I had, whatever had the Hopper, that's who I had. Was that Dish?
Dish.
That's what I had last, and gosh, it was so expensive.
Really?
It may have been over $90. That was just ridiculous.
I know when I finally quit, it was at least $100 I was paying for that.
Yeah.
And even if I had a service like, Direct, Charter, anything like that, I would still pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
So I'm not really including that as some sort of cut that I would do,
Right.
See, we go through spurts. Every time our debit card's stolen and canceled, we get rid of Netflix until.
How often does it happen?
It seems like it happens twice a year.
Yeah, I would agree with
so
that.
So stupid. But when Orange is the New Black, the new season of Orange is the New Black gets released, that's when we renew Netflix. So I've had Netflix now again since June.
Well,
I have this other service as well. You guys might not be too familiar with, but I have a friend who has his own network that is I'm able to stream content from.
oh
me
yeah,
more.
I've never heard of this. Who could this friend be?
He's got what's called a Plex account.
He must live in Europe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's amazing the type of stuff I can get from there. And
Actually, Plex is another thing I'd like to talk about, because that is another, because you could take your own content that you own, put it on your own server, and watch it anywhere.
Yeah, we both have. You have a Plex server, and I have.
Yeah,
I do too.
and you could let, if you say, hey, you see this episode, or you want to see this movie, you can,
that I bought, and
that I bought legally,
on
and
Vudu or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
and so with that, as well as that Roku that I have, the Roku I think is probably it's probably rated one of the highest.
there's so many apps on.
Oh,
Roku.
it's amazing, and there's so many like free movie apps that you can watch, and you may have to
Right.
watch a commercial every, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes or so, 15 or 20 minutes, I don't know. But I mean, there's so much variety. I don't know.
They just announced their newest box too.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they did.
What is it? The Roku 4.
Yeah. I really like the Roku. Unfortunately, we don't use it that often because that's downstairs and we don't go down there very often. But
That's where your bedroom is, isn't it?
yeah, but there's no. We don't watch TV
No.
when we go to bed.
Oh. So, anyway, I guess what we're saying is, look what's out there. There's lots of options out there for anyone.
It becomes more economical.
When you have more than one television.
Right. And I think one of the big things, you were just reading an article, you told us before we went on the air that cord cutters are actually starting to pay more.
Yeah.
It's because all these little services start to add up
Sure.
into one
Hulu
big bill.
and Sling and
Right.
Yeah.
Netflix. I mean, what's Hulu? You have a Hulu account?
I have Hulu.
So
Molly
what do you pay for that?
Molly watches the crap out of that. So
So what's your total monthly expense? If you added up all that stuff, what do you think you're at?
$375.
Greg, I hate to tell you, but you could get
No.
Charter for less than that.
No, okay, so my internet, you can't say.
No, because you
No.
would need it
I would always have
anyway.
internet.
Yeah.
So I have Netflix and Hulu. So together those are about 22 bucks. Then I have PlayStation View,
Which is 35.
35.
So you're up to $60?
Man, you could get Charter with a DVR for that.
But I would still have Netflix. So
Why would you have Netflix? Oh, because their own content. Right.
Yeah. And I could record any network thing off my TiVo.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you're right. To me, you're right there where it's hard to make that call.
yeah, I just, because I've had so much, problems dealing with those companies, I like not having to deal with them. I like I was saying earlier, I like the fact that I cancel anytime.
Yeah.
I know you can too, but it's not going to be the big rigmarole that you'll have to go
Oh,
through.
well, we'll add this to your package.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
is how they suckered me in this last time.
See, yeah.
Because
believe
I
it.
had PlayStation View and I called to cancel because they upped my bill like $15 for TV alone. And I said I want to cancel, and they're like, "Oh no, we'll keep you." And it shook out to be I was paying the same as with PlayStation View, and to not have the headache. If Jackson's home alone or something, and there's not a mobile device in the house for him to change the channel on the TV. Great, he could be reading a book, but I'd be hearing about it, and I don't want to hear about it. It's easier this way.
That's true too. It all depends on the kids too.
Yeah.
Just wait, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, we're at the halfway point. Do you think we should go
We
for
need
the
a
beer?
I'm
drink.
hungry.
Oh, hungry and thirsty.
Okay.
So, Josh, you were wanting to talk about the fall lineup while we're talking about TV.
Tomorrow is September 1st, right?
Right.
Fall TV typically. I remember growing up. September was always.
Right.
That's when fall TV shows started.
I'm seeing commercials now. I think Big Bang and something else that we watch.
they're not starting until like early October.
Yeah, this has been a trend for a while now.
That they keep pushing it
Keep
back,
pushing it.
right? But then I think this is the first time it's ever been October, isn't it?
But no, because I recall several times when The Simpsons has had their Halloween episode after Halloween because of this.
Is that the first episode of the season?
No, they usually have a couple, and then but
I don't know. I think it's bizarre that they're pushing this back to October.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just all part of the whole
scam.
the and how people view TV. I mean, there's probably a lot of it that goes. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole. They look at the data behind when people watch TV and all that sort of thing.
Time change. First weekend in October.
Yeah, that's true.
Or is it the last weekend in October?
It's
Last
yeah,
week,
yeah.
No, it's the first weekend of November, I thought.
Yeah, it's
sometime.
it's
in there.
right. Yeah,
It's right after Halloween or right before Halloween.
yeah, it's after Halloween.
Yeah, they moved it 10 years ago or so.
Is there any new shows that you're looking forward to?
There's one new show. I cannot remember the name of it, though. I think it's an ABC show. It's about a family that has a kid with special needs. I think he has cerebral palsy. He's in a wheelchair. I can't think of the name of it. It's got Minnie Driver in it. I've seen the previews. It looks really funny, and that's something special to us because we had a kid with special needs and lived in that world for
Speechless.
3 years. Yeah, and it's on ABC. The previews, the commercials for it look hilarious, and items that we've lived of assholes parking in handicapped parking spots that shouldn't be parking in handicapped parking spots, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play that show.
Well, as far as ABC shows, they do comedies well. Everything else on that channel is kind of
Although
awful.
they've had some really bad comedies recently too. Wasn't Blackish on ABC?
I think it still is.
No, I thought it got canceled.
I don't know. I love the Goldbergs.
Yeah, that's
and Modern
hilarious.
Family is a good
Great
show.
Yep, great shows.
I saw.
I only named two.
It may have been on. It may be NBC, but Ted Danson's got a
What?
yeah, am I saying that right?
No, I'm surprised he's. No, you're saying that. I
Teed
didn't realize he's
Dinson.
still doing anything.
Well, he was in CSI.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and CSI
Ted Danson?
The
Yeah.
Cyber.
which I don't know what happened with that show.
Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. Good place.
It's
Oh,
where
yeah, he died or something.
She
Yeah.
died, and now I think she's come back to Earth. I don't know.
Oh, I
He
wasn't
just
thinking
looks-
Ted Danson. I was thinking the guy from Who's the Boss?
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Sorry,
Angela.
that's why my
Hey, Angela.
reaction was so
Angela.
surprised.
Jonathan.
Yeah, sorry.
Jonathan.
Oh,
No.
here comes Mona.
Yeah. So he's. I don't know. Some of those shows. I mean, it's like really.
How the hell did that make it out of?
They're gonna last like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't like
TV's
Ted Danson?
No, I really like Ted Danson, and I thought he was great in CSI.
He's amazing in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, but to
Would
I
you
don't know.
open that beer?
Yeah.
Well,
come
okay, here I'm sitting here. Okay, let me just split. We got a. I got a growler from Main Mill Brewing down the street. This is Blood Orange Belgian Wit.
But
So Maine and what?
I was just gonna say, while he's pouring this, Survivor's coming back. There's another.
Oh.
season
He
doesn't
of
like
Survivor.
that.
Greg
No,
loves
yeah,
Survivor.
Josh hates everything.
I don't watch a lot of TV, guys. I'm not a
Amish?
good. Yeah, I'm just not a good
There was something else
conversationalist with the TV stuff. But I do know who Ted Danson is.
I thought he was Tony Danza. Sorry. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
I was just going to talk about the beer a little bit. So this is this a small batch or is this a?
No, it's on his main tab.
It's on
Is
his
it?
main
Okay.
tab.
But it's new.
yeah.
It's
He tapped it last weekend or
yeah.
something, didn't he?
Yeah, it was last weekend or last week sometime.
Do we have a snack with this?
Okay, let's try the beer and then we'll get a snack.
Oh, play our intro music. Oh,
Never mind. Okay, we're going to try the beer.
And
I
so
really
it's,
like this Belgian Wit.
Really?
Yeah, I
So-
really like it.
Do you know anything about this, Greg?
It's got blood oranges. in it.
Blood Orange Belgian Wit. That's all I know.
Is blood orange? Blood orange? Is that a type of orange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real
I
red.
did not know that.
It's real red when you cut it.
It's good. I don't know that I. Yeah, I do taste some orange.
I'm not a wit fan, so
Really?
no.
I really like wits.
I would say I'm a wit fan. Well, I always think that wits are you gotta drink them right when they're fresh. Otherwise, they start to taste really tarty, really tart.
Does this one taste a little tart to you?
A hair, but it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I smell. I don't know why, but I think it smells like soap. I mean, it tastes great. But
I don't really pick up a whole lot of aroma from it.
Like a fruity soap?
No, not a fruity. I mean, it just. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but it tastes great.
So do you think this will just be like this is just a one? Because I know they'll brew something and then they may not brew it again.
Yeah, he's done didn't he do a Blood Orange IPA too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And the Belgian Wit was one of his mainstays last year when he opened for a good while too.
Yeah. I'm sure the Oktoberfest will be coming soon, and that is my favorite from his.
That is good. I
But
would agree.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah. It feels kind of light. What would you?
Yeah.
Do you know what the ABV was on it at all, or?
Unfortunately, I have no information on this. I didn't
Maybe we should ask our
research.
producer.
They do keep a lot. I was actually watching the Drink Mo Beer, listening to that podcast where they had Denny on there. Did you guys listen to that at all?
No. Darren was on it. They recorded Thursday.
Right. Yeah. I don't think that's available yet. But Denny did say that they do keep the alcohol volumes a little lower on purpose. So this one, I wouldn't be surprised if this one's less than 5.
Yeah, I agree. Probably 4 or something.
Trying to look. It says 5%, 10 IBU on Untapped. Usually, the brewery would have to update this. It says a very popular style with additions of blood orange zest and coriander, giving it a fresh citrus character.
Maybe that's why I think it smells like soap. That citrus smelling soaps.
Yeah, it's good though.
So,
I like it.
I brought a snack.
Playing with those.
I know.
Bottle
Would you put
caps.
them over there? Sorry.
I know you're making noises.
Sorry.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too. Plans up to know the tricks. All this peanut politics. What's too many peanuts?
Okay, our food for this week.
What are you? It kind of bothers me where you're hiding.
Yeah, it's like
It
it's
was
coming
just-
out of your front
Hi
pocket.
guys, I got a snack.
I had it in a box. Okay, so you guys
Big
know.
surprise for us.
You guys-
I know he won't show us.
You guys
Yeah.
know how Oreo has.
Oh God. Keep going.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Oreo, all of a sudden, like within the last, I don't know, 5 years, maybe 3 years, couple years, they started putting out all sorts of flavors, like peanut butter and crazy
s'mores, strawberry.
I had the Fruity Pebbles one.
Oh, really?
It was pretty awesome. Anyway, so this one is only available at Kroger.
Wow,
And
where's
I don't,
Kroger?
I don't
Where'd
have
you
a
find a
Kroger near here.
And Kroger's a national.
It's a national
It's
brand, but
regional, probably.
not around us.
It's just regional.
It's not around here.
No, but I mean it's
used
national,
to be.
meaning it's
Yeah, a long
pretty
time
much
ago there used to
everywhere.
be a Kroger in Crystal.
And an Arnold too. So anyway, I got some on Amazon. This is Swedish fish flavored Oreos.
Oh
I heard
my!
about this.
Now
I love Swedish Fish.
I don't even know what a Swedish. I know the name. I've never had one though.
Oh my God, they're good.
What? It's like one of those that you find in like the clear
No,
packages.
no,
It's like with
package is yellow,
It's like a gummy fish. It
Yeah.
tastes
Okay.
like red
like
lipstick.
Swedish.
Swedish.
They're,
Sweden?
I love Swedish Fish.
So the icing is the flavor, but it's not gummy.
yeah, but you put chocolate with it. This
How do you know? You haven't tried it.
Ooh, wow.
It smells like sweet.
Yeah.
Grab one.
I didn't expect that.
I had to do
aroma.
a shot.
Wow. It's like it smells like nasty candy.
it smells like Swedish.
It smells
Ugh.
like Swedish fish.
Yeah,
Apparently, nasty is.
I think I gotta go all in. Dead air.
Disgusting.
It's-
That's disgusting.
So,
It was a great idea for all three of us to eat these
Yeah.
at the same time, by the way.
yeah, we probably should have waited a little bit.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a flavor combination that I will eat again.
Well, what you doing with the other 300 of those Oreos, Greg?
So,
Molly's going to eat it.
yeah,
Feed them to Gus.
I'll feed them to the fish.
That's not good.
So, just picture.
Oh.
You know what? They cracked Swedish fish. It does taste like Swedish
yeah.
fish,
No, I agree.
and it does taste like Oreo cookie.
No, I wonder.
In fact, if you took an Oreo cookie, licked out the icing, and put a Swedish fish in the middle, it'd probably taste exactly the same.
Here's how you eat these. You crack them open. You eat the filling out of the middle.
What do you do with the cookie? You throw those out?
You want it?
Well, no, not after you
want it.
licked it.
I didn't lick it. I cracked it open. Well, I guess I did.
So why this flavor? I mean,
Because it's Greg.
It's limited
No.
edition.
because the Gregs around the world will buy it.
No, I mean, yeah, right. He's curious. He wants, yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
Well,
I heard that there's an M&M chili M&Ms.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
bet that's good.
yeah, did you?
Oh, yeah, we
I have not
tried
tried
that,
it.
didn't
Yeah,
we?
the
I haven't
first
tried it.
episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
I
thanks
wasn't
for
here.
watching.
I did watch. I knew
Here,
I heard it somewhere.
Keep talking for a while. Talk about the
Oh,
Swedish fish.
do you have something? I hope he has some more
Oh, there's
food
probably-
because
I bet
I'm actually
he
hungry.
probably had some of those M&Ms.
Oh,
I bet that's where
is that what he's going to go
He's
get?
leaving the studio. I don't know
Well,
if you heard the door close, but that was the studio door.
I was actually hungry until I had that. That was nasty.
Yeah, that was not good. It's the normal chocolate Oreo flavor
Yeah.
for the cookie, but what the
He
hell
sounds
is
like
he
he's falling down
doing?
the stairs.
Um,
Oh, he's brought more.
that filling.
What do we have here? Oh man, M&M's,
All you'd have to do would
chili
be
nut,
to grab a handful of Swedish fish
honey nut.
and try and eat the cookie from Oreos with. I mean, just
Yeah.
I mean, they nailed the taste of Swedish fish. But that is not a
the
good
smell and the
combination.
taste?
Yeah, I agree completely. So what are you
So-
gonna do with the rest of that?
Well,
You could take it to work. Cheryl would eat.
yeah, I'll take them to work. I'll, people will eat them. Everyone wants to try one.
I don't know about everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of forced us to. You put us on the spot.
Yeah,
Well,
you made it sound like it was gonna be this great thing to.
I don't see you guys bringing any snacks, so
You're right. I
deal
do
with
feel
it.
bad about that.
You are the host.
Oh,
So
I'm the host, so I got to provide the
You get
beer, the snack.
You get the good mic.
what are we at? We're September 1st is tomorrow, right?
Yep.
And what are we? NFL starts when?
Who cares?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that aggravating? So here we are. This is 2016. So we ended last year with a football team,
Yeah.
the St. Louis Rams.
Bad football team.
They were a horrible football team, but here is where we are. And every year, right now, are we at the fourth game of the preseason yet? Or
I
getting
don't know.
close? Somewhere
I
around
haven't
there.
kept track. I don't give it.
I think this week is fourth week, and every year this time I'm really getting excited for the
Sure.
football season. We got the Rams. We always
We
held.
had Todd Gurley last year.
I always held out hope every year.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Well, I just thought they were going to be good, and then they looked promising last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did have a face of the franchise, if you will, finally with Todd Gurley,
Sure.
like you said. And then we went through that whole debacle with the Rams moving, and it kind of hurt. I'm kind of I guess a bit of a fair weather fan, or at least I would get excited through the first half of the season. Then it would be like it would kind of fade.
Be honest, it was the first 3 games, and then you're like, I'm done with these Rams.
Last
Every week
year
I
I
watched the game.
Yeah, I followed for a long time last year because it was I would say week 12 or so before they were really like
Yeah, they
bad and
they
eliminated.
won a couple good games last year.
Yeah,
I can't say I'm going to root for them to lose this year.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
Jackass.
now, I mean, what do we do now? I mean, we're not really like huge NFL fans. I don't think either any three of us.
But I love football. I love watching football. I love the food. Actually, here's
That's
what
a
it
great
is.
point because
I
that's
love chicken wings. I love nachos. I love chili. I love chili dogs. That's what I love.
And that's what we did a lot of, and that's what we've done a lot of for the last, 15, 20 years.
The camaraderie of hanging out,
Right.
drinking beers.
You might not even
eating
pay
junk
attention to
food.
the game and really care that much if they won or lose, but just the fact that you had a team that had a game and you could schedule around that and say, okay, Rams game's at 12 or Rams game's at 3. We're gonna, come on over to my house or come on over wherever.
Someone to root for.
Yeah, or at least an excuse to get together.
Right.
And now, I did hear that the Bears and the Chiefs are kind of battling to try to get as many games on St. Louis televisions as possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. The Chiefs have always you've always kind of seen their games pop up here in St. Louis.
Yeah, especially before the Rams came back. I mean, how many years did St. Louis not have a team when the Cardinals left the first time?
Would they leave in 87?
Yeah, it was about
Came
not
back.
even 10 years, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came back 94?
3, I think.
93,
yeah.
94. Yeah.
No.
It wasn't, it seemed like a really long time, but
It was later than that.
But I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have any teams? Like, was there a second place team that
No.
you thought? Yeah.
I don't really care about any other teams except the home team, which makes me.
As the season goes on, if there's another team that has a large number of wins, it'd be curious to follow that team. But I can't say I'm going to go out of my way to watch a particular team.
Yeah.
I'll watch probably whatever's on
Right.
Fox that day.
Right.
Well, we got a lot of college teams that we go. I mean, Mizzou is a big.
Yeah,
They're probably not going to be good either.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I know.
any given Saturday.
It's like a different. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like a different field of this fall for sure. Because I mean, we would always kind of get to this point, and especially in these recent years, we would start talking about, beers and what's the different styles as the season changes and.
Well, we had fantasy football the last
Right.
couple of years. We all were in that.
Actually, maybe we should have did it this year so we'd have an interest in
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but our president here,
Somebody else could have
commissioner.
done it.
commissioner.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
what I say too about stuff. Hey, did you watch the VMAs?
No,
I did not know.
but I
Yeah.
heard about everything the day after
Neither did I. You know why?
No one watches the VMAs.
because we're
Because-
over 30.
We're over 19. We're over 17.
You think that's their demographic?
I really think so because I guess this year there was a few. I know Britney Spears. I know a few of the performers,
yeah,
but-
I don't know.
but do I care? No.
No.
Yeah. The Foo Fighters aren't playing. What do I care?
So I don't know if he passed this to you as well, but
No, I didn't. I sent it to you.
so Monday morning it was like 7 a.m. I'm getting a direct or a message from this Josh, and it's the Britney Spears performance from the VMAs,
Oh yeah.
and
How'd
it
she look?
It was
that.
very good. It was entertaining.
Well, all the scuttlebutt was, was she going to do, 'cause she was performing again, obviously. All the scuttlebutt was it going to be like the last performance where it was a train wreck?
Excuse me. Did you say scuttlebutt?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Or was it going to be like one of the performances she did in years past, like the one with the snake where everybody freaked out and thought it was awesome? So that it was, people were saying, okay, is she going to show up again, or is it going to be awful again? And obviously, I think everybody said it was.
Yeah,
freaking
it
awesome.
was really good, and then she did a couple songs, right? Or it was a medley sort of.
Didn't
It was
watch.
two-
I just watched that one on that was on.
I just saw the pictures.
that
Yeah.
MTV posted the next day.
Oh, okay. It was good. I thought it was really well done, and then there was the Kanye thing.
Yeah, I didn't go out of my way to look for that, but
But I heard, I mean, I didn't look for it, but I just heard it on the news that they were talking about how they just gave him like 2 or 3 minutes. Just said,
sit there and
4
talk.
minutes
Here you
to
go.
do whatever you
Yeah.
wanted to
yeah,
do.
here you go. And it made no sense.
no.
That's mostly Kanye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And why MTV and other, I don't know, corporations continue to feed into him like that?
He has a huge following, though.
I
mean,
guess. I don't know.
That's why.
Again, we're not the demographic.
No, we're not. But we do love Jimmy Fallon, or at least I do. My wife thinks he's the funniest guy in the world.
Jackson thinks he's hilarious.
And he did the Lochte impression, and I haven't seen the entire thing, but I just seen
I haven't
highlights
either.
of it.
No, I've seen highlight. Like the longest video I can find is about 25 seconds of it. He comes out with that bleach white hair and the tracksuit, the U.S. Team USA tracksuit or whatever, singing. What song was it? That Bieber "I'm Sorry" song or whatever.
Is it too late to say I'm sorry?
Yeah, and then comes out and says something like he produced the video for it. And
I wrote that song.
yeah, and then
I directed the video.
he said, people are asking me which video is going to win best video of the year, and I don't know because I couldn't even answer if somebody held a gun to my head, and the crowd they cut to Phelps. Michael Phelps was in the crowd. They cut to him, and he is like laughing his butt off.
Wow.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That's the highlight.
Oh, I
definitely.
agree.
Going back like years and years, I remember one of the highlights that I remember is whenever Jim Carrey was on there, and he went up to accept. I think it was the VMAs, right, where he went up to accept an award, and he was like
Jim Morrison.
he had the long hair and this
beard,
big beard, and people I heard that actually at that time people didn't even know that was him.
Yeah,
like in the crowd and everything.
It wasn't the VMAs; it was the MTV movie.
Oh,
Awards.
that was
movie
awards.
awards. Oh, okay.
That was a good moment.
Well, I really don't know anything about past VMAs then. So that was hilarious though.
I just remember the whole after the Pee Wee Herman incident, and then he started off the show going,
That's right.
Hey, heard any good jokes lately?
Yeah. Man, what did I hear the other day that it's like the 25th anniversary of that happening or something like that? Yeah.
Well, he had
Of him getting arrested.
the new show on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Has
Yeah.
anybody watched?
No, I haven't watched that.
You watched?
I watched some of it. It just isn't as good as Big Adventure. It's trying to get that, but he's awkward to look at now because
You know what he did?
well, that doesn't really play into effect. It's just he looks like a makeup man that
Really?
He
Shouldn't
just
be.
he looks it's just a little different. He's a little older voice and it doesn't make sense.
He's mature.
Yeah.
He's at puberty finally.
Well,
Yeah.
Didn't he? Oh yeah.
But Pee-wee's Big Adventure is an awesome movie, right? We don't
Sure. Oh,
say
yeah,
that's a
right.
great movie.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie. And, maybe it's just Tim Burton, Tim Burton was the one behind that.
Oh.
Maybe that's
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was his I don't know if it was his first, may have been his first movie.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're at the 54-minute mark already.
Well-
we're running close.
Did you wanted to talk about you're shaking your head?
No, I mean, the next point we had there I think would take longer than the time we have allotted, so I was just going to say we could just kind of... Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. What are we, Jerry Springer?
Yes. So Labor Day's
Don't
coming up
beat
this
your wife.
weekend.
The DNA results are.
Yeah. That's Maury. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, I don't know my trash TV.
Labor Day,
Labor Day plans,
for
guys?
me, I always have a family reunion thing, and we got the whole gang coming out. There's about 50 people getting together for swimming, and
Just family.
So we're not invited.
I used
You're
to get,
I was gonna say you're probably invited.
I
I'm probably
used
not
to get
invited.
invited to these
Oh,
things.
okay.
I dropped off I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago.
okay.
So you're gonna have an invite from Greg's mom here before you get home, probably.
Oh, I might if
I
she's
bet she's
watching.
watching.
Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah.
She's probably said for the last 4 years.
you invite Josh. You can invite both of them. You're good boys.
No,
That would be
barbecuing.
Anyway,
I don't have any plans.
We're going. I think we're going to the lake.
going to the lake. Did
Shut up.
Did he
Shut up.
invite you to the lake?
Both of you were invited
No.
a couple weeks ago, and only one of you took it up. So I'm just leaving it there.
What about this week?
I'm
I
okay
can't
with that.
make it, but he's got no plans.
What? Oh, for the lake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't want to go.
All right.
He's just tolerating me sitting next to me.
We're really scraping the bottom here.
right.
Anyway, Labor Day. That is a great day.
Shot.
Oh yeah. Anyway, you did.
Damn it!
We're gonna close the episode on
Yep.
a shot.
So, Greg, just tell all our fans, and
Why
let's
can't
let's
you?
let's thank everyone. Thank
Yeah.
you all, everyone who has been listening. I know
Molly's on here.
Josh has been sharing, and his friend in New Mexico,
Yeah,
right?
Mike,
Has shared with his brother
who lives
in
in
China.
Shenzhen, China.
So
Shenzhen
we're
province.
international.
We are international. On episode 5, we hit international.
That's
How
amazing.
awesome is that?
That is awesome.
This is number 6. I bet there's aliens.
No, he listened to episode 5. His first episode was episode 5.
I
So
know.
on episode 5, we made international.
I know, but this is episode 6.
Now the aliens are listening.
Now
Yeah.
maybe someone.
I don't
you know,
have any. Well, yeah, maybe.
the alien internet.
Yeah. So I can't wait for those royalties to start coming in.
Yeah.
All that advertising money.
Right.
Yeah. Listen to if you're in Pluto.
Hey, you
listen
need to
to
do
us on or Tunes.
Take that. Do that shot.
And please give us any feedback. We've been doing this now for
Only-
6 episodes.
Only good feedback though. We don't want to.
No, I'll take the crappy feedback. Like, you guys are morons and you don't know what you're talking about.
but that's everybody said that.
Yeah. Everybody said that? That's the feedback you get?
Well,
We've gotten positive feedback, like, verbally.
Who says that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not nice.
On YouTube, leave us a comment. On iTunes, on Stitcher. Can you comment on Stitcher?
I think
Not
you
sure.
can. You can comment on the episode. I think. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think you can do the whole show.
So I've been trying to leave all the links to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all that in the description of the videos. So if you can't watch live, which I'm assuming most people can't, you could still check us out on YouTube, iTunes, all that. Just check for Stuck in Beta.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, any else to say?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It was a good episode. It was fun.
This has been fun. Thanks to Oreo and Main and Mill, right?
I wouldn't say thanks to Oreo.
Yeah, I wouldn't think Oreo.
Okay.
Not
I
for
asked
this
my
one.
money back.
I love
Screw you,
Oreo.
Oreo.
I love Oreo.
Josh hates
The
Oreo.
blonde Oreos. I
Blonde
love the
Oreos?
blonde.
Is that the one where it's...
vanilla?
Oh,
The,
okay.
The, crack,
Weird.
the cookie is vanilla.
Yeah.
I don't really care for the chocolate.
What about the inside out ones? Where it's... Isn't it like vanilla and then chocolate on the inside?
Never had those.
Yeah.
I think if they did the vanilla wafer with the
It's Nilla
Swedish
wafer.
with the
No,
Swedish,
no
I think
Swedish.
that'd have been fine.
No.
I
Don't
love
do the
Swedish
Swedish.
fish though.
Ugh.
Anyway.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh, oh, oh.